Google is rolling out end-to-end encryption for RCS in Android messages beta. This is big news. I don't know if you know this is big news. You ever typed a message before?
Rarely.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
What are you using for the messaging these days mostly?
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp? Yeah. Okay, so I'm using WhatsApp
Or
as well. Well,
Slack.
you have encrypted communications on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And of course, people on iOS, they have encrypted communications on iMessage. People love the rich communications. Get it? RC.
Is that
You
it?
see where I'm going there? RCS. And encryption, of course, simple terms here. Extra security, privacy. The carrier and the maker of the device cannot read that message. That message can only be decrypted by the endpoint to which you intend it to go. So the message is between you and that. And look, man, outside of Apple, it's been a tough situation trying to get beyond SMS on the Android side.
Yes.
Even though guys like you are using WhatsApp, and in certain parts of the world, like everybody's using WhatsApp, or in some other parts of the world, WeChat and other messaging apps, that SMS thing, it still persists in certain ways.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, it's just a really low tech, old school technology that they've been talking about replacing for a long time, but nobody really took that big stab at it. Now with this global rollout, any Android user can get RCS with Google's very own app. You can just go get it yourself. Now you would replace, let's say you're on a Samsung device, you would replace the Messages app that you're currently using for SMS on Samsung with this one. And the other issue is if you're typing to somebody who's still using low-tech SMS, then there goes your encryption as well, right? You have to be, it has to be end-to-end. So the other person on the other end is going to have to download the new Messages app as well, in which case you're going to have that encrypted communication. And of course, you have the issue with group chats, where if you have people using different messaging apps inside the group chat, that breaks it down as well.
Right.
So it's important to know the restrictions, but ultimately this is really good news for Android users moving forward and getting away from SMS in the markets where people aren't already using. And for the record, even if you're using WhatsApp, still if somebody hits you from a phone number, you're not going to tell them go to WhatsApp before you reply. You're just going to reply.
Yeah.
And so if people get used to the idea of installing the stock messaging app from Google, or if it's embedded in more devices out of the box, then people are getting upgraded without even knowing. And so that's the eventual reality that I'm hoping for. But I'm happy to see an upgrade to SMS. SMS is just, I mean, it's painful. It's so old-fashioned. It's got no tech in it. It's got no special features. It's doing nothing for you.
And they have MMS too.
What a nightmare.
multimedia.
Yeah, MMS nightmare. So anyways, this is an improvement for all Android users. And it also brings Android a step closer to being a real replacement for the iMessage thing. Now, I know it's a whole different ecosystem. All your pals or whatever are inside of iMessage. I've heard all the arguments, and I hear you. iOS users, I hear you. There is definitely an advantage for the time being, but this gets things closer because now you have something at least stock in there beyond old-fashioned SMS.
Right.